All right, what's going on, y'all? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Robert, and today we're gonna be taking a look at the Yeezy 700 V1 High Res Red. But before we get into that, just a really quick channel update. So, a few months ago, I unlocked a feature on this channel called Super Thanks. If you look down below in the description area of the video where you see the like button and all that stuff, you'll see a button there that says thanks. Basically what that is a way for you to donate to your favorite creators or your favorite YouTube channels and just show your support. If you decide to donate there, you will see your comment appear down below in the comment section as a featured comment, and basically would be highlighted, and it'll stand out from all the rest of the comments. And it's just a way to really show how show support for some of your favorite content creators. Now, I am in no way, shape, or form telling you to donate. You don't have to donate, but if you do, I would greatly appreciate it. And I would also give you a shout out probably on the community page or in the next video that I post. So if you decide to do that, that's great. If not, that's cool too. It's totally fine. I just figured I would mention it because I actually unlocked this feature a few months ago and totally forgot about it. Didn't mention it to you guys, so I know if I forgot, other people probably forgot. Maybe you didn't know, so it's there. So again, it's just a way to show your support for the channel. And things like, if you decide to donate, I'll probably go back, well, no, it will go back into the channel for things like, to improve the production quality of the videos, like lighting, stuff like that. Maybe some different products that you want to see on the future in this channel, or maybe if there's a certain video that you really like and you want to support it and show your support through that thanks method, then that's something else you can do there as well. So I just want to call it out and let you know that feature is available there. And like I said, I'm in no way telling you to donate. You don't have to, but if you do, I would greatly appreciate it. So enough about that. Let's go ahead and get into the shoe. All right, so today we're gonna be taking a look at the Yeezy 700 V1 High Res Red. Let's go ahead and get right into it. So you've got your standard Yeezy box here. You can see 700 on the top, Boost on the side, and right there we got our size information, and I picked this up in the US men's size 9.5, and we'll talk about sizing later. All right, and here we have it, guys. The Yeezy 700 V1 High Res Red. Go ahead and comment down below. Let me know what your thoughts are. Now, if you follow my channel, then y'all know that I I was not super hype about these shoes. And I'm still not. And now that I got them in hand, I think I have a better idea as to why. So when I first saw this shoe, it was an immediate no for me. I gotta be honest. And I'm probably because I'm not a fan of mostly like all red shoes. It's just not something I'm typically, fond of. And now that I've got it in hand, I think it's because I don't really like the red as much here on the upper. I can appreciate the addition of, some vibrant colors on the shoes, so we kind of get away from that typical earth tone colors that we see on all of the Yeezys. But for some reason, it's just not hitting for me with the red on the top here. I don't know why. But what I will say, now that I have them in hand, I really like this color on the midsole. Like this kind of, it's almost like a very light brownish maroon looking color. It's the same color you see on the laces as well as his toe box. Now, if this shoe was like that color right here as well, if you replace the red with that, I might like it a little more, but I think that's just what's really throwing me off. It's this very bright, vibrant red on it. And we're gonna go over the shoe, everything like that. I just wanna go ahead and call that out. So let's go ahead and get started. As you can see there, you got that high res red there on the upper. You've got the mesh around the ankle collar there. You got some red leather where the laces are. And on the side there, you got that mesh there as well with the Adidas 3 stripes and 3M that are behind it. You've also got some some black suede here on the side of the shoe. And on the back here, you've got those 3M hits that we've seen on all of the Yeezy. Well, on the 700 V1, most of them, I think all of them. But it's in that kind of burgundyish brown color that I like, right? So I just want to call that out. On the side there, you got the orange drips as well as this kind of green or kind of like, it's like a forest greenish teal looking color on the side, which both of these are very reminiscent of the 700 V1 Wave Runner. And that's another thing that made me kind of turn away from this shoe. Now, 700 V1 Wave Runner is my favorite 700, period. Regardless of model, I like that colorway. It's my favorite look-wise, as far as the 700 goes. I just think it's a really clean colorway. I've always liked that shoe. But what I don't like is when I see remnants of that same shoe on different shoes. it's like, let it go for a little bit. You know what I mean? Like the orange drips, in my opinion, do not belong on this shoe. It doesn't look right with the red. That's just my opinion. I don't think it's a bad shoe. If you like it, that's great. But I just feel like it's one of those shoes, for me personally, I would not wear very often. So that's why I just kind of mentioned that. So I just feel like these colors should have been different as far as the drips in that green part that we see there. So just wanted to call it out. All right, moving around to the toe box. As always, you got the nice suede on the toe there in a light gray color. You've also got that, whatever that color is right here, this kind of, I want to say it's like a light maroon looking color. And you've got a black stripe right here. I believe that is 3M as well. It's 3M on all the other 700 V1s. And moving up from there, you've got that red mesh tongue with those laces in that kind of burgundish brown color. Speaking of laces, they do give you an extra set of laces. So here we have those. And then your standard kind of oval laces there. All right, which is probably what I would put in these. Speaking of that, laces. I do not like the infinity lace. I gave it a chance. As far as like, we've seen it on several models. I've tried them on feet. But the thing is, like, when you pull this infinity lace to tighten them, it just looks weird. Because now this big part here is like kind of hanging out. It's kind of just dangling there and it doesn't look right. So I'm not a fan of the infinity lace in general. I gave it a try, don't like it. So if this were me, I would probably cut these off and use the regular ones because I think it looked better. But, you know, just wanted to mention that. So I'm a no for the infinity laces. Now, here's a look at the medial side. You guessed it, it's the same thing, y'all. Same as any other 700 V1. Just want to give you another look at this side here. Well, look at this side. Okay, now let's take a look at the actual heel of the shoe. You get a better look at that red suede there. It's a nice suede. I'm not used to seeing red suede as much, but you know, it's there. All right, and gonna mention the 3M. Those silver hits behind the suede is indeed 3M. Okay, now let's take a look at the outsole. Got that kind of high-res red outsole there with your white boost peeking out. You got your Adidas symbol on the heel back here. All right, so the same as you have with every other 700 V1 as far as the makeup, it's the same sole. All right, and on the insole, you have a red insole. On one of them, you got your Adidas 3-stripe branding and Yeezy text. Hopefully you can see that. And on the left shoe, you've got the Recycled Materials Globe logo with the Yeezy text as well. So hopefully you guys can see that. Okay, now that's about all, guys, for the Yeezy 700 V1 High Res Red. Before we get to the on feet, as always, I like to give my final thoughts on this shoe. So, in my opinion, is this a must pick up? I'm gonna say absolutely not. For me, I just feel like when I first saw it, I gotta be 100% honest. Maybe it's because I have so many like Yeezys already, but I just feel like there are better pairs than this one. If I was gonna go buy my first pair of 700 V1s, it wouldn't be this colorway. I'd probably go for something else. Like the Wave Runner. I'm not sure what they're going for in the resale market. I haven't even looked. But what I will say that's good about this one is the price point. It retailed for a US retail price of $260, which is what all of them should retail for. I said what I said. They should all be $260. That $300 price point is just not hitting. It is not, it's not gonna be, they would have to drop a super fire colorway for me to buy another pair at $300. Unless it was the Wave Runner and like my other pairs were just done. I got them totally dirty, I couldn't wear them anymore, then I would drop it. But for all these other random colorways dropping at $300 retail, it's not gonna happen. So this does get, a plus for me. It's a plus, the price point, $260. That's, I think it actually was $240 at one point, but I guess with the new prices when they've been raising them across the board, it's now $260. So even with the raised price, it's still lower than the $300 Wave Runner, right? But that's just my little mini rant there. So I like the idea, well, the fact that it is $260 for US retail price. I'm just not a big fan of the colorway. Now, as far as the sizing, you can go with your usual 350 size. So I got these in my usual 9.5. Now I know the website says you can go with your true size. And for most people, that's probably doable. I have a slightly wide foot and I could wear a 9 in this. I think I've tried it. Yeah, I tried a 9 on the Wave Runners back in the day when they first came out, and they fit. But the only problem was, like, they fit great back here. You got that tight kind of lockdown fit around your ankle and everything. Great. The problem was the toe box. I felt like when I was walking, I had just a little bit of room. I'm talking like just a little bit, hardly none for my toes to move. And I felt like my toes were like right at the end of the shoe. And I don't like that at all. So that's why I went with a 9.5. So I get a little bit more room back here, but that's just kind of the fit of these shoes. And you kind of just have to accept it if you want to, you know, buy a pair. So my suggestion is always half size up with Yeezy. So you comment down below and let me know what you guys went with for a size on this shoe. I think they fit pretty much like any other 700 V1 in my opinion. But that'll be about all, guys. I know that was kind of a lot, but I don't know if I mentioned I picked these up from Adidas Confirmed. So another Confirmed W. I wasn't that shocked. I just felt like it was one of those things where, like, you know, I got a feeling. I got through on Yeezy Supply. I think I did. Yeah, I got through on Yeezy Supply. And then I get these releases mixed up sometimes. There's so many happening. There was like 4 drops, you know, last week, or but I think I got through on YS. But anyway, I ended up hitting on Confirmed, and it just had this feeling because prior to the release, there was like a ton of talk about, you know, I don't like these shoes, I'm not feeling them, blah, 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 right? And I just got this feeling no one wanted them. So when I hit, I was just kind of like, all right, you know, not because I don't care if anyone doesn't want them. I'm just saying that, like, I thought that, like, the demand was low on these shoes because of the comments that I was seeing or that I heard online, right? But it seems like people still want them. They sold out. Y'all know how it goes. But for me, I just don't know if it's just not for me. I still feel like the colorway, I won't wear it as much. I do like the colorway on the sole, the color on the sole though. But that's about it. Just want to call that out. Again, thank all of you for, you know, watching the video, dropping a like on the video, commenting, all that good stuff. And also, just to reiterate, the super thanks button down below. If you choose to donate, thank you so much. I will shout you out. If not, that's fine too. I do appreciate all the support on the channel. Please drop a like on the video and subscribe to the channel, and I will see you next time.